Hello, 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 everyone. Let me give you all a good old ham hi. And welcome to the lovely VTuber streamer talk show. Yo, you like that? I'm your host Zarataro here. I want to thank everyone for your patience while we took a holiday break, but we are back to do more interviews with lovely people talking about things that they love. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be great. I am excited, and I hope y'all are excited. We have a very special guest here today. Let me go ahead and introduce Yukihime.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing today?
I am doing great. How are you doing?
I am doing hamtastic. It is a wonderful day, and I'm glad to have you as a guest. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was fixing how I was sitting. No, thank you very much for having me here. I really appreciate it. I was very much looking forward to this all day.
Yee! Makes me happy. Well, for those of the viewers not in the know, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Yukihime. I'm a Kitsune VTuber. I am actually working towards having a new model here eventually. So right now, this is just kind of my old one that you guys get to see for now.
Something to look forward to. Exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, an actual debut. I could just when I got my new PC, I just threw this one up. I was like, nah, no debut, just use. I was so
Just hit the
excited.
hit the ground rolling. Debut come later.
Play first, debut later.
I love it. Well, let me go ahead and get it up because you chose a awesomely super fun and relevant topic for us today. The series Bleach.
Mm-hmm. I'm super excited. New season and everything.
New season is very hype. I am a huge fan of Bleach, so when you said you wanted to talk about it, I was ready to stretch my Shonen Jump muscles. I had to limber up and review a little bit of the stuff, but I think it'll be for a very good time.
Mm-hmm.
How did you first get introduced to Bleach?
When I was younger, I actually saw it on television. When I was little, I wasn't supposed to stay up late, but my mother made the mistake of, my child would be responsible and only watch TV during the daytime. Now I would turn that stuff on the lowest setting and watch TV, and then like turn it off real fast when I heard like her hand touch the doorknob, and I'd roll over and she'd stand in my doorway for a while, and I'd be like, come on, come on. The commercial's gonna be over. Come on, get out.
No,
Yeah.
I've been there. That's how you had to consume media at a certain age. It's like, all right, are we good? Are we good? Are we sneaky? The parents probably know, but until they can prove it, they've got nothing to
I'm
stand on.
innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
It's not how all children are.
We all think we're masterminds.
I am the
I mean,
mastermind.
to be fair, even adults still think that they're masterminds when it can be pretty obvious. We never really learn. But yeah, so Bleach, the story of the substitute Soul Reaper Ichigo Kurosaki. It's got action, it's got drama, it's got romance, it's got more characters than you can shake a stick at. What do you find about it the most enjoyable?
I like the fantasy aspect of it, you could say. Like that it's well balanced within its action, humor, and fantasy overall. But then it's also something that you can look at from an imaginative perspective as a kid and be like, whoa, this could actually be real. But when you're older, you realize, no, it's not. But as a kid, you're like, what if this was real? So then it just gets your imagination going, and I don't know. I think that Bleach, when I was a kid, played a large part in my world creation and fantasy aspect on like my perspective.
Okay. No, yeah, that's one thing I do like about Bleach. Whenever you compare it to like some of the other ones around the time, like Naruto and One Piece, is that Bleach felt more grounded, being in the modern world, but it still added so much to the world building with its fantasy elements that it didn't have to spend too much time trying to like explain everything bit by bit. It just kind of like flowed naturally as the story progressed. That's one thing I always appreciated in the world building of Bleach.
Yeah, and even
Because
with
you got your school scenes,
Oh,
and then you've got your your playground battle scenes, and then you've got your heaven scenes.
you're saying this all as if it didn't happen within like the second episode all at once.
Yeah. Story has no chill. I love the little school interactions, like in the first few seasons, like Ichigo just like interacting with his normal classmates before going off to fight like demon ghost from hell.
I think one of my favorite like school interaction scenes is Rukia trying to figure out how the heck a juice box worked, and she's just sitting there like, what is this witchcraft? What is this? And Ichigo's just like, give it here, just give it here.
just here. I'll do it for you.
Yeah, he's just like, you're making an embarrassment. Give it here.
Foreign exchange students, they don't have juice boxes where she's from.
Yeah,
What can they tell you?
What a juice box? What? I've never heard of. Not in my country.
To be fair, they don't really show that much food in Soul Society when you stop and think about it.
They
It's gotta be
do.
depressing.
They have manju and green
Oh,
tea
manju.
and sake. Lots of sake.
They do have lots of sake.
Lots of sake.
Have you played any of the other like Bleach media, like the video games?
Yeah, I played it was the one Wii game. Um,
Oh, Shattered Blade,
yes,
yes.
yes, I loved that one. I played it like 5 times over when I was little.
I
Absolutely one of
yeah,
my
I had
favorite
to, I
Wii
had to get
games.
all the characters unlocked and do all the cool Bankai attacks. That was a lot of fun.
It was fun, but based off of like how they did it, it was just so weird. Just the
Oh
Shattered
yeah, no,
Blade,
that
the
weird like rock
story.
paper scissors version,
Oh
and
yeah,
they had like a unique character designed by Kubo himself as the villain, and
yeah.
it was a lot of
I
nonsense, but it
think
was
the
pretty
character
cool.
was like part of the Sogyoku or something.
Something like that. Like I think they actually kind of like roped him into like one of the extra arcs like afterwards. Like it was like, oh man, I wish I need to go back and read it. I don't know. There's
Actually, on
so many
screen, I
games.
think that is the game.
Oh, this is the GameCube one
Is
actually.
it?
But I was
It
torn
was
between
set up.
either
It
this
was
one
literally set
or
up
the Wii
similar.
one. Yeah, no, no, yeah. They're kind of based on the same engine, except the Wii one had a bit more waggle interaction involved.
I
Just
think
a little waggle.
if anyone wanted to prioritize onto a Bleach game, VR would be the best thing. I think VR would
Ooh, I would
sell
love to see
so
that.
hard because everyone's like, "Wow, I want an anime game, but I want to experience it." Experiment Sierra Mist.
Experimentian, the Sierra Mistian.
Azarath Metreon Experimentos.
I remember the first Bleach game I ever played was it was one of the DS ones, but it was an import at the time. My friend got it, and I think at the time like it was the most imported game of all time, even more than like Jump Superstars. But it was just like a little like 2D fighting game, but it was just like so fun and dynamic.
Hmm. I think one of the most recent is like Brave Souls. Is that like a gotcha one that they have out? That's on like
Yes, yes,
a
that one's actually
multi-platform.
on more modern consoles.
Yeah.
Before that, I think the last one was on the PS3, if I remember. It was like a kind of like a Dynasty Warriors style one.
Oh,
What was it called?
I have no
Thousand Blaze or
idea.
something like
I
that.
didn't have a
It's so
PS3.
weird because the game is disc only. You can't even buy a digital copy on the PlayStation Store.
That's no fun.
So I imagine that's going to be a rare game
Well,
once
I'd say probably a
it goes
more
out.
recent example of a game that involves Bleach could be Jump Force.
Oh yeah, Jump
And
Force.
Jump Force was so
pour
fun.
one, pour one out for Jump Force.
Please.
Bandai just was like, let's sleep on this, and then just like threw it out the window with the bathwater.
They literally just like told it no more tears, only dreams, shoved it under in the bathtub, and then disposed of it in the back alley. Like they were like it never happened. But
Never
it
happened.
was the only fighting game I ever liked.
Uh, it was such a dramatic like back down. Like I thought only Square Enix and Anthem could like compare to like, oh wait, whoops, nope, our bad. This never happened. Hurry, roll it back, roll it back.
Aizen was such a broken character in it if you got the Hondo
He's such a
Hondo
broken
set.
character ever forever.
Well, I know, but I'm talking about just the one ability he had. If you could get it to pop off, it was just busted. But it took so long for a wind up.
Yeah,
They were
that's how that
they
game
were
kind
like,
of
"Gotta
was though.
balance
It's
it."
like quote unquote balance. So, what is your favorite? Ooh, wait, should I do? Let's do characters. What are some of your favorite characters?
Okay, so of course Ichigo. But
Ichigo's a good boy.
there's Gin Ichimaru.
Oh, Gein's great.
Yeah, so
People don't like that like shit
I
lord face, but
love
I think it's
him.
great.
His eyes are gorgeous. And then there's Toshiro, Grimjow, and
Oh yeah.
there's Yoruichi, of course, mommy. Tier Haribel and Neliel.
Okay, you said the zero hesitations. Like, no, these characters, these are the best.
I like Rukia too. Don't get me wrong. Rukia is good.
I like Rukia. I wish
girl.
they gave Rukia some more agency after the second season or the second arc.
Yeah.
Because Rukia is a good girl.
More recently, she's gonna pop off soon. She's gonna pop off.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, it's gonna get cold up in there.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see that animated.
Oh,
The
I'm a
new animation
big fan
is just
of.
popping off, so I just can't wait to see that animated because I want to see how they handle the ice.
Yes. Like I want that to be a fuck the budget moment.
Yes, yes, totally. It has to be. There's no way they're not going to. I'm pretty sure they've already said, like, fuck the budget multiple times.
I mean, they have to for this season. I mean, they took like a 7-8 year break.
3 seconds. I have to take a step to the side, and I'll be right back. Sorry.
Oh, you are good. But yeah, no, Bleach has a whole bunch of really good characters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got like Chad or Hime. Poor Chad.
My dog was being a butt, and she kept running in and out of my room, so I shut the door.
Yeah, animals. I have to deal with that a lot. My cat always wants my attention whenever I start to stream. Or she'll just come in and just do a big poopy.
Oh my gosh, I hate that. That's what my one cat, like, the litter box is like 3 rooms away, but he still is like, all right, dropping bombs.
Good luck, everybody. But also like Grimjaw is also like a big fan. I have a soft spot for Kenpachi. I just love the amount of chaos Kenpachi brings to the screen.
Kenpachi's a good boy. Man, I just gotta say though, mad respect for Unohana.
Yes.
Without revealing literally anything, don't write off Unohana as an underdeveloped character for anyone planning to watch Bleach.
Just love them all. like that. Oh man, that's so crazy. Whenever it comes to like, just the amount of characters in Bleach, but just also just like they all get so much like attention and love and care.
Let's just take a moment to like think about. Look at all of the characters in Bleach. Look at the new characters showing up, and still think about how none of them look alike.
Yeah, no,
like,
that's the thing.
Kubo
none of them have the same silhouette.
Yeah, Kubo has character building for days. Meanwhile, the creator of Fairy Tail is just like, I'm gonna reuse all of these designs from Rave Master.
Oh, you know Rave Master,
and then I'm gonna use them in Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail's gonna pop off, and then I'm gonna reuse them in Eden Zero, and it's gonna pop off because they all look the same.
Yeah, it's theming, right? I mean, I even have like the Monster Hunter manga that the person did, and it's just still the same characters.
It would be better if he would just like loop it around and be like, it all makes sense if I connect it story-wise, but no. No.
I actually like watched like the Rave and Fairy Tail crossover, and I actually got confused between Natsu and Haru at like a couple panels. I'm like, well, wait, which one am I looking at? I forgot.
Yeah. That's why
it's like Plu's the only one that makes sense. Let's get more Plu in the world.
I like Bleach, even with its fillers. Some of the fillers are really good. The Balance arc is probably the worst filler.
Yeah, that also doesn't really make much sense whenever you introduce like Zangatsu stuff, or the sword stuff later on too. It's like, oh wait, no, maybe.
Yeah,
it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too hard.
Now, if you look at the Zanpakuto arc, and it's like, oh, Zangetsu is out, and then you look at the newer stuff, you can loop it around for it to still make sense. Because Zangetsu never said, oh, I'm your Zanpakuto, I'm leaving. He says, I want to find out which one of us is stronger. And that's all he said the entire time.
Okay, then that actually does work for that. Okay. I always get a bit confused on that one just because, like, especially Ichigo, like, his relationship with the sword feels so different from everyone else's. And then you get to the 1,000-year door, and then you kind of see why, and then you're like, ah!
Yeah, so if you think about it rationally here, Muramasa pulled everyone's, like, powers within them out. So, like, their Zanpakuto. That's what one would assume is their Zanpakuto. If you were to use that on a Quincy, that would probably pull their origin power out. So, in another sense, Yuhaba would have been like, all right, comment out, buddy.
I get to be my own person. Let's fight.
Yeah, so...
let's scrap!
Zangetsu, well, Yuhaba was probably like, yeah, I'm getting attached to this one. I want to find out who's stronger, though. And that's with Yuhaba out of Ichigo in this arc, his actual Zangetsu is just like, yo, my powers, I could use them. Hey, let's do things. Oh, you're holofying. Oh, well, fuck.
Oh, well, okay. I guess.
See, you can look at it from that perspective.
There you go.
I'm also good at finding like little details and being like, hey, it makes sense.
It does. It's not entirely waste. It's not the ramen, not the curry of life. I was about to say the ramen of life, but no, that's a different filler arc.
Wait a minute, that's the wrong anime.
It's a wrong anime too, but still, the curry of life lives rent free in my head. I can't ever forget it. It's a curse. So, what would you say is your favorite arc in the series?
So, are we talking filler arc or main arc?
We'll stick to main arcs, and then you can do a
Main
filler arc.
I would have to say would probably be the Hueco Mundo arc.
Yeah, okay, it's not just me. Okay,
There's
good.
so much character development in it. So like going early on before Orihime is just yanked from the world of the living.
No, our girl got nabbed like Princess Peach.
I wish he would have stayed away. But anyway. Look, she's not a love interest, she's a stalker.
She's not a
Ichigo
love
has
interest. I will say
Stockholm
that.
syndrome.
I will say that she is not the love interest.
Like
She is just
even Kubo like made references towards Ichigo and Rukia being like woo kiss kiss, but then
the true OTP.
Then because this literally happened just because he got death threats from people trying because he was killing off Byakuya and they were like no we'll off you and you know we'll
Jesus
we'll
Christ,
commit
man.
unalive and a bunch of other things. So he's like all right whatever. So Kubo did all that. Then the spiteful happened. Kubo is literally the most spiteful person to ever exist as a mangaka.
I don't blame him.
He continued to make it seem like Rukia and Ichigo they're gonna end up together. Ichigo ends up with a stalker now. This is why you shouldn't do things.
It's just so it still leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
I chose not to. I
read that chapter and I was just like, yep, pull the parachute cord.
And then he gave Ichigo the classic "I hate my life, I hate my wife" haircut.
He knew what he was doing.
He's like, yeah, see what you guys did, see what you caused. But yeah, I really liked the whole, I don't know, from after the Soul Society arc through Hueco Mundo and all of that.
Yeah, no, I think it's got
so
like Soul Society is great.
And then
Soul Society is great because it introduces all these characters, but they're not really villains, you know? Whereas like Hueco Mundo and the Iron Cars, like you just get so many like different kind of like dynamics of like of people like fighting for like so many different things. That's why Grimjaw is so great and so different from like Ulaquera.
So there's also so much development people don't pay attention to that Kubo put in very small details. Like if you watch through the entire series when his mask starts to show up, lines form more and more the more times it shows up, or like the more you see the inner hollow.
It's the perfect foreshadowing. Like ever since like he like fights himself in the original like the headspace, and then just a little bit more, that mask just keeps growing, just keeps going, and it's just like, and then you get the full transformation, and then it's just like it's just sex. The full transformation is just so sick.
Yes, I'm really excited to see the whole like new animation with his fighting and everything.
Oh,
and then Ichigo's dad popping out with Ingetsu.
I love Ichigo's dad.
Flaming Getsuga Tensho.
It's like, hey, let's go, guys. It's just like, what?
Literally out here like drop it like it's hot.
Oh man, Ichigo's dad was always like my favorite like kind of background character, and then he just shows up to just drop all the heavy like lore dumps and power ups. It's like, oh hey, by the way,
he literally out here like, hey, I'm gonna trauma dump, okay?
Hope you don't mind. So listen about your mom, right? And then you're just like,
I also think that really large, like the whole thing of how do I word this? Toshido could have known about Ichigo this entire time and just didn't
Mm-hmm.
mention it, and that's why he lets him get away with calling him Toshido.
Oh man.
Like, think about it. Toshido's the only one that's just like not actually mad at him. He's just like, it's Captain Hichugaya. God.
There is always that weird implication that Ichigo is like the special boy to the people that know more stuff, and then you've got like Rinji and Hitsugaya that are just like, oh, this guy's so annoying next to us. But then like all the people that are just like smart and like know things, they're just like, yeah, no, it's things are gonna happen. We just don't know when, but we just know things are gonna happen because
I
because
just
of the
think
pop off.
it was really convenient during the Kadokoto town arc with Aizen invading. I thought it was really convenient that Hitsugaya and Rangiku weren't around when Ishin's just like, "Hi, I'm here now."
Yeah, surprise.
Surprise.
Poor Hitsugaya. He gets like beat up so much, despite being such a fan favorite.
Yeah, I love him, and his Zanpakuto is so nice. Like it's unique.
It's so nice. It got
Really.
its own movie.
But also, yes, I know. Kisuke Urahara has probably one of the most busted Zanpakuto out there.
Yeah.
Benihime?
hmm Yeah, I often would like forget that he was like a Soul Reaper.
I
Like,
love his,
even after like all the reveals come up, it's just like, oh yeah, he's actually like really OP.
Right, subbed or dubbed though?
Oh,
Because they both do it really well.
they both do it really good. I love Ichigo's dub voice and like everything.
The only thing that bothers me about subbed is Ichigo sounds congested. However, the sub actor does a really good job. The original voice actor, he does a really good job. He puts a lot of emotion into it, and I really appreciate all of the work all of the cast does for the anime. I grew up on dubbed, and I will stand by dubbed. But my impatient ass is watching sub first.
Yeah, no, hands down. I think I like the humor parts better in sub, but I like the battles better in dub. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like episode
Like
one.
I could easode switch between them.
Like episode
but,
1, Ichigo being like, "Oh yeah, that's all believable and all," along with flying pigs and a tooth fairy. It's like, yes, thank you. We needed that in our lives.
Just flip the table.
Flip. It's just rotating midair. And Ruki is just sitting there like, how dare?
Ooh,
How
fancy.
dare?
Oh man, I still just love Ichigo and Rukia. It's just like chemistry too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna sleep in your closet.
You wanna know Kubo's whole reasoning of them not being together? Like the whole BS reasoning they gave us.
Why is it so the kids can get together? Or is
They're
it one of those like
soulmates.
payoffs?
They're soulmates, but friend soulmates.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel to that answer.
Pretty bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, no lie, I would love if the anime did the ending a bit different, but that's just between you and me.
It's not going to. They did it with Devil's Time too.
Of course, you can't change it from the original manga in case you want to do a sequel one day. We gotta have Bleach Baruto one day. Well, I think I heard that they're doing like a prequel anime series with like the original Gote 13. Is that true?
I've heard that they're probably going to do that, yeah. I mean, that would be really interesting. There's a lot I would like to be able to learn and understand, but I have a more I want to know more about Yoruichi specifically.
Oh.
She's a Soul Reaper, but where's her Zanpakuto? Why doesn't she use her Zanpakuto?
Why doesn't she actually?
What is
Yeah,
her
she always seems like
Zanpakuto?
she's like super overpowered too.
Yeah. So like if she were to use her Zanpakuto, what would happen?
Maybe her cat form is the Zanpakuto.
Meow.
Yeah, it's too strong. Turn her back into a hot girl.
When you go from hot girl to hot cat girl. Oh no.
I have to say, there's definitely a the implication of fan service with Yoriichi is like, I felt like every like couple chapters, the bus size just kept growing just a bit more, just a bit more.
I absolutely adored when Yoruichi showed her human form to Ichigo for the first time, and she was wearing clothes, and Ichigo was like spazzing, and then she grabs her shirt to put it on, and then he's like, "Put the freaking pants on first."
Never. Once you go pantsless, there's just no going back. It's the freedom.
I wanna be free.
uh, but yeah, no, Bleach is like it's a fun time, and we're finally getting the Thousand-Year War arc too.
Mhm.
I guess like, how do you feel in regards if like people want to uh, get into the series? Like, do you recommend like the manga? Recommend just like going through the anime from the start?
So, if you want to get into the series, I very heavily recommend just sitting down and either you can pick what you prefer to do. If you like to read, you can read the manga, go for it. But if you like to watch things and visibly see things happen, there are guides out there to just skip fillers. You can watch the final battle of the Bount arc, understand what the heck happened, what the relationship is, and why Kadia is appearing later, and then that's that. You don't have to watch the fillers. None of the other fillers have any impact on anything, and there's a reason for it. Kubo got really peeved that they tried to intermingle the Bount arc. Kubo was like, "No, not on my watch."
Yeah, there's a reason like most shonen stories don't have filler arcs anymore.
Yeah.
Even My Hero only gets like one episode a season, maybe. But
So
like,
it's
there's a
just
lot of just like sticking straight to the story now, so that the issues with the author and the TV cast don't complicate things.
yeah. So there's ways to go about it. It's just skipping the fillers. It's not a heavy thing, but there are some really wholesome filler episodes. Like every once in a while through the series, you get like 1 or 2 episodes that are filler. One of them is probably my favorite filler episode ever in Bleach is when Toshiro and Karin were playing soccer.
Yeah, the equivalent of a baseball episode. But soccer is great. I think soccer actually kind of fits Bleach more than a baseball episode would.
Oh yeah, Karin has always liked soccer. Like she's always been the soccer kid, and then just Toshiro. It started a lot of ships for people to ship Toshiro and Karin, despite Toshiro being like 500 years older than her.
Don't think about it too hard. The important thing is that Chad gets a good ending.
Yeah,
I guess.
I feel like Chad could have ended up with Orihime, or Orihime could have ended up with Uryu. Like there was a lot of character building towards those two being couples.
Yeah, Uryu and Orihime were kind of like my go-to there.
Yeah,
It's like,
and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, Kurosaki-kun, daisuki da yo. And it's like, oh, Orihime, leave me alone. Yabai.
yeah, it's no. I mean, I gotta give props to like Orihime does seem to like genuinely like be able to pick up on like Ichigo's like personality and changes and moods, but I mean still it's just
Well,
the chemistry wasn't
Rukia.
there. The chemistry wasn't there. Like the Rukia Ichigo chemistry was just like spot on.
Yeah, even if he reminded her of Kaya and Shiba, but it's fine. That was some. I think that is something I found entertaining. It's just Ganju had no idea first time he met Ichigo. It's just like, Soul Reaper Beach. I don't like you. You're a Soul Reaper.
Don't like you.
You don't look familiar to me at all, even though I spent all my life with my older brother.
Mwah mwah.
Branch family reject.
Branch families. I don't get them, but maybe it's a Japanese thing. You're the lesser family. Sorry to say, we are the main family, so we get all the cool things. It's like
basically,
dicks.
branch families are a more tainted bloodline one could consider. So like they're not first in line for inheritance of anything.
Yeah, but
Uh,
it's so weird in anime. Like,
so nobody
say
cares
like
on who
Naruto
they
for
marry.
example. How like Hinata and like Neji. Like Neji's only like the branch family because like his father was born like a few seconds after his father. So they're like brothers and cousins and like but no, that's the branch family that has to like get all the slave crests and stuff. And it's like holy crap, that seems a bit intense for just
Hmm.
being born like twinsies.
In older Japan, a lot of people that were born, like when it came to a higher end family, like uh what one in English terms would consider like a royal, like someone who had power, had land.
Oh, like a noble family.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
noble. Thank you. They only one child could inherit like the the head of the house title. Um, so if it was a girl, you know, she wouldn't inherit it. She would be married off for political reasons.
Yeah.
But when it came to two sons, say that there was twins, the first one born would automatically inherit the title unless there was underlying conditions that prevented as such. So disease, sickness, illness, things like that.
They
It
should just have them fight to the death.
what instituted branch families was an instance of twin brothers. One was designated to be the branch family, so his family line would start the branch family. Say no heir could be produced by the main family, the branch family's quote heir would step up and take the title, and then the roles would be reversed. However, a lot of times it ends up being like a quote servitude. So basically, the branch family is in charge of serving and protecting the main family.
What a raw deal. Usually you just like look back on it now, it's like, man, how did any
It's
like branch family just not burn down the other like the main family?
honor,
Just in spite.
literal some Prince Zuko stuff. Honor.
Gold honor. Yeah, alright, that's fair. Also, you don't want to be seen as the guy that, killed his brother just so that he could take his job.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good for, like future like relationships.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, no, oh, this was a lot of fun. Yuki, thank you so much for hopping onto the show and sharing with me
Mm-hmm.
and getting to chat with me a lot about how awesome Bleach is.
I love Bleach. It is my favorite anime. I have other anime I like, don't get me wrong. But Bleach, number one favorite anime. It's a very unique way of pushing things that has like a more modern view while mixing more traditional things within like an alternate world. Which I think
Also, Kubo can do one hell of a fight scene.
oh hell yeah. I also think that a lot of uniqueness. The only other anime with that uniqueness is probably Inuyasha, and even then, I don't think it played into the modern aspect as much as Bleach wanted to be able to combine them.
Exactly. No, I could definitely agree on that. But yes, go ahead and plug yourself to the audience. What are you going to be doing for the rest of the week? You're back from vacation. What can we look forward to?
So I'm back from vacation. I'm gonna be picking my streams up back where I left them because I didn't stream, I guess, on time, you could say, before vacation. So my schedule is like super out of it. So, like, say later tonight, I'm gonna be streaming Rainbow Six Siege because I am an RPG and FPS game streamer.
Yeah.
So I'll be streaming Siege later. I never stream on Wednesdays, and Saturdays are typically up in the air because normally I work Sunday mornings, so I don't typically stream on Saturdays. However, I'm going to be streaming every day this week except Wednesday.
Nice. So everyone, look forward to that for some Siege, some shoot bangs.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta use all those like near unlockables that you got a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I got Siege planned. I have Final Fantasy VII Remake planned because I have to finish that so I can start the new game because my friend got it for me for Christmas.
About Crisis Core
Yes.
reunion.
Yes.
Yes.
And I have heard that the English voices are kind of dead sounding. Like Zach's new voice is really icky for English, so I'm gonna have to play it in Japanese. Overwatch is planned, and then Monster Hunter Rise. All of my streams
There you
are
go.
11 p.m. Eastern.
There you go. So everyone, make sure you go and check out Yukihime and all of her awesome shooting and slaying actions. Especially look forward to Crisis Core coming up because it is a jam of a game.
I'm so excited.
Again, I want to thank you for coming in and hanging out and
Mhm.
chatting. Let's see. The next Yo You Like That will be on Thursday at 6 p.m. We'll be having Ravana here with us talking about some spooky movies. So look forward to that.
Definitely. I made sure
But
I
yeah,
dropped you a follow so that way I can get your notifications.
yay! Thank you.
Hmm.
But yes, everyone, thank y'all for watching and for watching the VOD afterwards. Make sure to give Yuki a follow on her Twitch and Twitter. It will be in the description below. But yes, everyone have a wonderful day, and I will be seeing y'all later. Thank you.